Hey everyone, welcome. This is Kim Ainari. What's everyone doing right now? I am getting ready to go out to dinner, so I wanted to hop on and talk about yesterday was bombshell, in my opinion. David Grusch, amazing. Interview. Ross Coulthart. Wow. I just mean, it was a wow, the whole hour and something. And Brian Inton interviewed some more people and they were talking about it afterward on News Nation. I want to thank Thomas Fessler. He kind of put me up there on the spotlight, and there has been more viewing on my last two videos, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Thomas. I'm going to put a link up to your YouTube channel. So, like I said, I wanted to hop on it, and lots of questions still. I want to stay on the fence with this whole David Grusch. I mean, what the heck, right? I mean, what do y'all think? All of these things are kind of happening, and I'm here in Vegas, and there was a story that came out last week or a couple days ago about a family here in Vegas that actually had aliens in their backyard. What the heck? And so why is all this happening? You know, why are we getting all of these different people coming out of the woodwork, whistleblowers, but David Grusch has been vetted, and so why is he coming out right now? And other whistleblowers or other people are coming out that have worked in the government. UAPs, what are you doing? Are these organic anomalies? Are these spheres, these cubes, these different color fireballs? Because my experience that I had with a UAP, but mine had some type of, people say a propulsion. I don't know. Mine looked like it was an asteroid, what I saw back in 2005. This fireball coming from the sky. It looked like an asteroid or a meteor, and usually they dissipate before they hit the earth. Well, mine didn't. I was with two other people in this vehicle, and I'll put the link up because I actually gave this interview on UFO Chronicles. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. And I actually illustrated. I'm not an artist, but what I visually saw with my own two eyes. And I went on at that time in 2005, I looked online to see if anybody else at Nopa Wilderness Range saw this. I couldn't find anything. And at that time, it was flip phones. And where I was at, there was no cellular towers, so we couldn't take pictures. And every time I go out to that area to this day, I make sure I bring like a camera, Instamatic camera, because to this day there's still no cell phone towers. So to get back to what this interview, this bombshell interview of David Grusch, and I mean, Congress is looking into this. That's amazing. You know, the Department of Defense is kind of like backing off. Arrow is like, right, You know, this is the thing. My ex worked at Area 51, the test site. And my brother-in-law also worked at Area 51. My ex and I lived in Pahrump, Nevada, very close to a back gate to Area 51, so he only had to drive there. My brother-in-law had to go to what is now Harry Reid Airport. It was McCarran Airport back in the day. And he would have to take a Janet airplane because Area 51 is humongous. It's, you either fly there or you drive there, or it's so mysterious. And to this day, neither one of them will disclose too much. And people are like, well, you know, they won't have any repercussions. But I think with their pensions and everything, I still think that they're just very wary. Government is kind of hard, you know, on some of these military people, and lots of people will come down on them if they told their stories. I'm not even sure because I don't press them on it, and little bits and pieces come out, and you know, people that have been abducted by these ETs. And to get back to the story of this family in Las Vegas, it's interesting that they were all packing guns. Because, like, how does this happen? This story broke back in May, and I think George Knapp, who's been a reporter here in Las Vegas for like a couple of decades on Channel 8 News, he's the one who broke the story on Bob Lazar and Area 51. Nobody knew about that. No one knew about Area 51, right? But he has known about it since May. It's just now coming back out here in June. I'm like, what? So what did they see in their backyard? And where did it go? Did it dissipate? Did it run away? Did it vanish? You know, these are the stories that I would be asking, like, where did it go? This green fireball that came out of the sky that a police officer captured, I was like, whoa. And then 35 minutes later, the family dials 911 to say that they have an alien in their backyard. I don't know about you, but if there was an alien in my backyard, I would have more than just me recording it on my phone. I would have my whole family and neighbors like, break it out. Break out your phones. You're all packing guns anyway. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to come down on this family. This is a 18-year-old that has, I hear, a YouTube channel and already has like over 3,000, maybe 5,000 subscribers at this time. His story probably will come out, I'm sure. I think James Fox and a couple of other people are really trying to get the whole family interviewed. But so far they're hunkered down. I probably wouldn't even doubt that they have an agent of some kind. Just saying. So that's one story, right? And then we had David Grusch, who, oh man, I had to stay on the fence. It was just mind-blowing what he was saying. It was just like, oh, these entities allow us to annihilate ourselves. They murder people. And who's the they? He's got to talk about the ETs. I feel that there's all kinds of different ETs and organic anomalies out there. And I think a lot of us from our government side knows a lot more than what they're saying. We pay their salaries, guys. And this is why you should really, the ones that live here in the United States, should be calling your representatives and people in government in your state to really, like, what are we doing? Like, I pay your salary. You're going to have an incredible pension plan. Why are you not disclosing this to the American people? What are you trying to do to our brains here? Right? always say to pay attention to science fiction movies. Where are these people getting the downloads? These writers, these producers, even Star Trek back in the day, in the 1960s. I think there's only 15 or more objects that were displayed on that TV series in the 60s that we are now using today. So where are these writers, Gene Roddenberry, Carl Sagan, all of these people are coming in with these downloads? Is it within our DNA that we already know what's going to happen? We already know how to get into these different dimensions. And human beings are amazing people. We're on top of the food chain. We are breaking down barriers, right? We've already gotten to the moon. We've been there probably numerous times without really revealing that. We're trying to get to Mars. We're going to be off this planet. So, what do you guys think? You're going to be hearing more from David Grusch. Believe me, you are. And you're going to be hearing more from other whistleblowers. I think it's cool to stay on the fence and just see what happens. I want to see more photos. I want to see videos. Lou Elizondo talks about that 23-minute video that just shows this spacecraft, this UAP with actual beings inside of it. I want to see that. Why doesn't our president come out and talk about these things? And maybe it's because he really doesn't know what's going on. These black op companies, one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing. One company doesn't know what the other company is doing. Does China know? Russia know? What about other countries? I just think the only ET that I know that's in my house, Baby Yoda. I've been into the paranormal. In fact, I have to thank my mother for that. My grandmother, heavily into the paranormal, the beliefs in what UFOs and things, these are their books. And I have them on my bookshelf. Because even back then, we're talking about this. This has been around forever. It's written on these cave walls. Come on. Our Lady of Fatima. What was that? That could have been an ET. So I just think, let's just wait and see what happens. I'm waiting to hear more. I'm just fascinated by this. This is just amazing. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get ready to go to dinner and be with my friends. And I just want to know what you guys think. Thank you for liking. The more you like, the more I can get my channel up on those algorithms, AI. Subscribe if you like. I know I'm not on here a whole lot. I work a lot and I need to slow it down, so I'm slowing it down today. All right, guys, take care of yourself wherever you're at, and anything you'd like for me to do more, put it down in the comments. Let me know. And again, you can find me on Twitter at Innari, INNARI. Follow me on there. I'm also a lot in the chat on Thomas Fessler, a great YouTube channel. So proud of you, Thomas. You did an amazing job yesterday live streaming News Nation and David Grusch and Ross Coulthart's interview. I'm also on Spaced Out Radio. Love you, Dave. There's a lot of YouTube channels I really love, and I appreciate them. There's more to it, and I've been to a UFO convention, so I'm heavily into this. This isn't just a passing phase. So anyway, guys, you take care of yourselves, and I'll come back. Let's talk about some things. Let's see what's going to happen the next couple of weeks, right? There's going to be some more bombshells, I feel. All right. You guys take care of yourself. Namaste. I will be back. Bye.